Mod week day 2. 1/8 of the puzzle has been assembled. And it looks pretty goddamn awesome. I know what you might be thinking, this kind of, despite it being a 13 by 13 chunk, it kind of looks like a piece of crap, but the whole exterior of this puzzle is going to be redone in the beginning, at the end, because it's not supposed to be completely flat. If it was supposed to be completely flat and it looked like this, I would be quite worried. But there's actually, it's hard to see, but there's like one level, then another level, then another level. These is supposed to be lumps like this. They're supposed to be gaps. The looseness is going to be covered by just filling it more in. It took about an hour to assemble 1/8 of this puzzle. Like, it may take an entire day to assemble a 13 by 13 because it's extremely delicate. I have to constantly tape up stuff. The sheer number of different kinds of pieces involved in this is just ridiculous. Got a bunch of other, like, there's pieces here, there's tons of pieces here, pieces in that bag. It's gonna take a long time. The molds, here's what the actual mold looks like. There's like tons and tons of pieces. It's quite hard to get a proper piece going though in this. And I've been dealing with air bubbles. Here's what one of the big edges looks like. I feel like, what the hell, why is this attached? I accidentally pulled apart a tiny little bit of the mold right there. So these pieces are connected and I gotta like saw them apart, because if I don't, it like rips off a chunk and then I'm screwed. And dealing with air bubbles, a lot of air bubbles, in my solution is to like flip the mold over while it's curing, so there's this like faint outline, and then I like take an X-Acto knife and I carve a tiny little hole, and I literally just fill the air bubble up with resin, and the resin from this batch is kind of a dud batch, so you can see here's sort of part of a piece that was from it. It's off colored, it's weird color, but anyways, it's still nice and strong. So I'm filling in pieces with air bubbles like that, which is actually saving me some pieces. And these blocks here, which are kind of part of the mold, they're part of the casting process. I have to hacksaw these off every time now because I realize that these, though it seemed like a good idea to make stability to the puzzle, and it is stabilizing the puzzle, but they're not fully necessary. These run into these, and then these also run into themselves, and it's just not going to work, so I just hacksaw them off. And yeah, the accuracy of these pieces are not super great. The mold, as you can see, is really lumpy looking. It's not a nice smooth surface, and the reason for that is that I had to move around the pieces so many times to get them fitting. Like, it looks, yeah, it took a very long time to get all these pieces to fit in that small area. And got some Legos permanently infused here. So I go like this, flip this over, and then flip the whole mold over, and that's how I do it. But yeah, that's mod update, mod week day 2. Hopefully by tomorrow I can have closer, maybe another 1/8 done, maybe half the puzzle done. Yeah, we'll see.